Yo, what's up YouTube? We're coming back with another yearly update on what's going to happen when it comes to the new year. So I'm also going to address that this is being recorded on Thanksgiving Day. So happy Thanksgiving to those who do celebrate the holiday. But there's also some people who do not have that same blessing. And so with that being said, I will be keeping those who do not have that blessing in my prayers, and I hope you'll be able to overcome, the battles that you do not talk about. So let's let that be known for now. But moving on to more important matters, I think we should talk about what's going to happen in 2026. Now, I'm not going to lie, the Dead by Daylight fatigue is starting to weigh in on me. Not too much, but to the point where I just do not care about what's going on with the game. I don't care about the new cosmetics and all that other stuff that they're putting in. I could care less, The only other time I'm ever on Dead by Daylight is if I'm either playing with Cosmic or that I am playing with Randy. That's about it. Aside from that, I just haven't really been in the mood to be playing it that often, regardless of all the new changes and the new fixes that they are trying to bring to the game. But that's not really for me to get into because I'm not very knowledgeable with all that stuff. So I think it's better for me to just shut up and just leave that to the well-known and more bigger Dead by Daylight creators who know the game inside and out. Now, does that also mean that I'm going to care about the Bone Shell event this year? Probably not, but it will also give me an opportunity to get a couple of Christmas cosmetics that I wasn't able to get during last year's event. So that's probably the only thing I'll be looking forward to when the Christmas update does come out for Dead by Daylight. But regardless of all that, I will have to make it known that just because that I'm slowing down on Dead by Daylight stuff, that doesn't mean that you should follow suit. Just be your own person. Don't stop just because I'm stopping. That's just be your own person. Do whatever will make you happy, and just focus on what you want to do. This is not targeted towards anyone. I am just simply voicing my opinion on the matter. But switching topics, let's talk about The Sims. I really do want to get back into The Sims at some point, but ever since I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6 lately, off and on, I kind of just been really sidetracked from everything else that I wanted to work on. But trust and believe me, The Sims will be returning. I just need to try and figure out how to kind of update my own version of my sim and just kind of update his personality traits and overall his house and whatnot. That's going to take some time, but I do like to perfect things. Who knows when that video or the series will come back, but I do plan on bringing it back, so just kind of keep an eye out for that if you want. Now, I'm not going to be able to have every other bundle or every other expansion pack that Cosmic has in his videos, like having your own dating profile and whatnot. And I think that would have been interesting to have for my series. But at the same time, I think I'm pretty content with what I have now. And, I'm always going to be able to have fun and relax at the same time when it does come to recreating my sim and then starting fresh for the series and whatnot. So I will be trying to switch things up here and there. I will also try and work on bringing some of Cosmic's creations into the series and potentially trying to set up a little mini storyline between my character and his character. I'm not sure how it's going to be properly done, but I will try and figure that out when that time does come to record my first episode back in The Sims. Now let's talk about House of Combat for a second. I've honestly been slowing down just a little bit on the uploads because 2K is always also one of my other go-to games to just relax on and not worry about too much when it comes to content making on that. Uh, I would always just kind of play matches just to play them, or I would even do IGM every now and then. So if I'm not really recording any matches or whatever for House of Combat, then that is most likely what I am doing. So best believe there's still gonna be more uploads and more matches that I've yet to upload for House of Combat. I just need to be able to have the right mind to upload them whenever I can. And one more thing I do want to add before I end the video is I'm trying to figure out what other games I can potentially try and stream. And honestly, I still have fun streaming TCG. For those who have normally seen my channel and they know that I stream the hell out of that game a lot because it's relaxing and it's fun for me. And it's also kind of addicting in a sense, but I feel like at some point I really should try and branch out and play other games that I have in my Steam library, but I just have to also be more cautious when it comes to using Spotify as my background music, especially when it comes to playing certain songs that the copyright detection will pick up on. So I have to be really cautious about that. And plus, since I still don't have everything figured out or even know how to set up Streamlabs properly, I am trying to put that together so that way in the future I can actually try and start accepting donations. It's not really necessary, and I could really care less about not getting any donations because I'm not doing this for the money. I'm just doing this to always, showcase these stupid, goofy moments that I show on my channel, and when it comes to doing a lot of other stuff with my friends online, whether it's through Discord or it's through PlayStation. That's literally been the entire goal with this channel. I know I still treat this as a side hobby, and I always wish I could put my full attention to YouTube, but I need to make sure that I get my life together and I get everything else situated, both financially and mentally, before I do decide to settle down and pay attention to YouTube more seriously. So once again, I always leave this channel in the dark a lot sometimes, but I am trying to get better at uploading. And I know the guy is probably not going to see this, but without saying his full name, I'm just gonna call him Mike. I gotta shout that guy out for basically giving me a blueprint or an idea of how to really act or what to really do when it comes to featuring myself or featuring other people in a YouTube video. And mind you, this dated all the way back when I was still on Xbox. So if anything, I gotta give, the proper flowers to that guy for basically involving me in something that I didn't think I would continue until a few years later after leaving Xbox and going back into PlayStation. But I am going to stop talking now and not take up any more of your time than I already have. So, I cannot promise that I will be more consistent going forward into the new year, but I will work on making both this channel and House of Combat look more professional and more clean, especially with the logos and the branding with it. So, I will catch you guys on the next side. Peace, stay hydrated, and be awesome. I'm out. Gotta move by the